good evening and welcome to the first of the series, which is going to be the Staines Ovals. We're going to get different players down every month and just have a chat about how they see the season's going, how they're getting on at the club, and hopefully have a bit of banter as well. I'd like to introduce the Donnelly brothers, Jamie and Andrew, and the Edwards brothers, Louie and Max. First of all, I think we should begin by talking weddings. Talk us. You haven't been available for much of the season because you've been getting married. Talk us through that.
Self-imposed, was sort of self-imposed ban by the missus. Didn't fancy having any black eyes or serious injuries.
Wouldn't made it worse.
So this Saturday will actually be my first game. Glad the wedding's all over and done with. Had a brilliant time.
No black eyes at the wedding.
No black eyes at the wedding. Not for me anyway, but.
Right time, right place, did the right thing.
Yeah, done it all. Cried a little bit. Didn't think I would, but yeah, good time.
Fair play, fair play.
Looking forward to playing again.
And just talking families, Max, your missus is soon to have a baby, is that right?
Yeah, 4 weeks now. So get prepared.
Do you know what you're getting?
We do, but we're not saying.
Girl, reaction, girl.
No reaction.
Boy, definitely no reaction.
I know.
Nappies, wet wipes,
Yeah.
can't have enough.
Yeah.
Buy them all.
Especially if it's one of his babies, he's doing it all the time.
Yes.
And so back from Australia, how did that work for you out there then?
Oh no, we had a good time, good 2 years. But I think it was.
And what were you doing out there, league or uni?
I did both. 1 season league, 1 season uni. Did a bit of farm work and stuff. Yeah, and I enjoyed myself.
I had to go out there to make sure that he was alright, obviously. So I did 2 weeks of boozing, and my time clock was all wrong. So I was getting booze between 3 in the morning and 7 in the morning, like really having fun with myself, and then sleeping all day. Did no sightseeing, but I walked to the cinema one day, and that was good.
Did you go and see a movie?
Yeah, I went to see Ted a few years ago now, and Max said it was only a mile away, and it actually was about 4 miles away, and I almost melted on the way to the cinema. It was really hot.
You didn't ding up the Harbour Bridge then?
No, I looked at it from the pub. I was like, oh, the bridge.
Yeah, no interest.
There's the Opera House. There's a guy on a billabong. Didgeridoo? No, he did. No, he was good. He was good, wasn't he? Do you remember?
Yeah, no, it was shit.
Yeah.
Were you dancing, raving away?
I tried to dance, and then the security. No, I'm joking. No, just walked past, threw some money in the hat and that. Yeah, good times. Good times. I enjoyed Australia for what I see of it anyway. So Max must have loved it.
So, you've played this season. Cobbs, how's the season going for you?
Very good, really. As I said, I was in Portugal for a brother's wedding. I missed a game. Didn't get picked for the last one.
But you only just got back into the country at 3 AM.
Yeah.
It was your
I would have played.
Your
if I had
choice to go.
Yeah, I know.
Should have got an early
Should have come
flight.
earlier, yeah.
Should have got an early flight.
Yeah. Didn't help that I got delayed either, so
Thanks, BA.
yeah, thanks. Blame them.
Was it long enough delay to get your money back?
No,
No.
3 hours I think. It was only an hour.
Oh.
But having to lug me, my little girl through Gatwick was a game of rugby in itself, so I didn't miss out on much.
Well, you could have practiced your side steps,
Could have,
your
yeah.
passes if she really got annoying.
What,
Drop
passes
goals.
still wide?
Yeah, have that. Bar.
That's it. You learn to do that when they've done a number 2, like
Passing
passing to the missus.
See? It's all about
What do I do? Tie it up in the bag, wait till the missus turns her back.
man down!
And then I start rocking with her. She loves it.
So I've got this right, local lad, we started here together. You're a local lad, aren't you? Local lad, and did you start as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all did, mate.
So I think what I think's really nice this season has been the fact that a lot of the boys are coming back. You know, for a long time it was boys driving in. You know, when I first came here, I was driving from Brixton to come and play. You know, boys driving in, not hanging around much.
Gangster.
proper gangster, mate. Middle class gangster. And it seems that it's now a local rugby club providing good rugby for local lads who are having a great time. Do you think that's a fair reflection?
If you go onto our YouTube channel and just look at the team selection for this weekend, you'll see that a
you
lot
in,
of the guys. Yeah, I'm in. I'm lucky enough that been selected. Quite happy with that. But if you go through the YouTube channel and you look at most of the players, a lot of them guys come through the ranks here. Now I don't know what's happened in the last few seasons. You know, players moving away, whatever. But everyone's seen. You know. honeys to the pot, honey bees to the pot even. And we've all just come back. I was thinking of flies and something else, but we're honeybees. But yeah, it's just nice to see so many faces that was there when we were kids. You know, I grew up playing with these two guys and watched this little hobbit play, you know, when he was 7 and stuff. So yeah, it's just nice to be
He hasn't
out
really
and
grown much.
Was he still?
He's been that.
He
big
was
since
7, 12, 18, 23. So yeah, it's gradual, very gradual with him.
He's always been a beast.
Yeah, but it's nice obviously to get to play with my brother. That's
Was that one of the big pulls to coming back? Was it?
Yeah.
No, you missed us, Louie.
It wasn't. We didn't ever thought about it because obviously Max was having trials here, there, and everywhere. I think he played for about 12 different clubs this summer. But so that was never on the cards. But then when it did, I really pushed for it to happen because obviously it's one thing you'd like to play with your brother,
Of course.
especially with the club that you grew up and you learned your trade with. So yeah, it's really nice, really good.
And what's it like playing with your brother? Probably not as fun.
I mean, as I said, I've played here since I was young. I've never played first team down here, and to come back and give the opportunity to do that is, I couldn't say no really. Yeah, no, it's alright. It gets a bit high tempered sometimes in the game. He wants to look out for me, so don't let nothing happen.
I'm the calming influence. I'm the calming brother. Max is the hothead. Max is the one who loses temper. He's the one that argues with Ty. I'm the one who has to step in all the time. I'm getting sick of it really.
I find it hard being like Skipper and Jamie, being the younger brother
And being
the sort of in charge of him on the pitch. I mean,
Does he listen to you?
Yeah, he does. He never used to. I mean, I remember once he.
I like Brennan's coming already.
I can't remember who we were playing, but we were out there on a Sunday and he got yellow carded for a high tackle, and Jamie disagreed with the ref, said no, that wasn't a high tackle, not in them words, and the yellow card turned into a red card, and I was just
Easily
like,
done.
idiot. But
Live and learn though, James.
even though I haven't had a red since.
Oh, well, me.
Nice trip to East India.
No, it didn't.
No, nearly.
I think it was only a friendly, wasn't it? And I
Yeah,
think
it
the ref.
Yeah.
I think the ref was actually our coach, to be fair, at the time. So
Definitely got dealt with properly.
Yeah.
Definitely served the ban.
Yeah.
Don't need to go retrospectively down.
I was only 16.
That was the old Staines.
yeah.
Isn't he, Aaron?
It does feel like that. It definitely feels different.
I think for me, what's really changed is the fact no one's getting paid. Everyone's chosen to be here. It's not people coming
Well,
down.
they tell you. No, I'm joking.
Show me the money. And the lads just want to play it. It's a laugh. It's now getting to the point where last night 2 of the players came in and said, actually, we're going to have to hit the banter in the circle on the head because the coaches can't make their points. And for me, one, that shows that there's banter in the club. It's not people coming down here and hating it. And 2, it shows that the rugby's now so serious that the boys actually want to train properly.
Well, when you're getting the quality of coaching that we get, you can't help but take on all the points, and it does become fun. You know, you're not just hitting a brick wall with, not knowing what you're actually doing or why you're doing it. With the coaching stuff that we get, you actually know why you're actually doing that defensive drill, or why we're doing this, or why we're doing that. And like you said, no one's getting paid, is it? Everyone that's out on that paddock wants to play for Staines. So you are going to just get 40 mates or 30 mates, or how many we had training the other night. And the banter's going to fly, there's going to be a bit of banter. But that's what you want, we're not professional rugby players. We try and train like we are, but you've got to have that friendship.
It's leisure time at the end of the day, isn't it? You're here to have fun.
Everyone's worked at 9 till 5, whatever they do, they want to come down here and have a bit of fun, and you look out there on the training and that's what you're getting.
Talking of working, Louie, Saturdays, on call.
Yeah, I know.
Who holds the phone when you're on call?
Good question.
My missus was last time.
Yeah, I was secretary. Yeah, obviously, with my job I have to be close to the airport 1 week in 3. And the last time I didn't play because I didn't want to be pulled away, but
You couldn't play.
I could have played. So from now on, I'm not going to do that. I'm just
Well,
going
presumably it depends where the game is.
Yeah, if I'm
Norwich
within-
away or something like that,
yeah,
it's not
if
so.
I'm half an hour away from the airport, then I'll play, and I'll just have to shoot off if I get a call out. If not, then I'll play, and
You'll be on call from now on anyway, won't you? Your missus about to drop, so you'll be.
Yeah, phone.
So I was going to have 2 phones.
Yeah,
Well,
two ends.
Louie work, Max, baby.
the
Max
both
work,
go-
Louie, mate. Okay. Fair play.
So Twitter, you're both prolific tweeters. Who's got the most followers?
Oh, it's me by a mile. I've got 550 something.
You bought some of them,
Yeah,
didn't you?
Yeah, go through them. They're all real.
Tweet
The
about
thing
it.
is,
Again.
when you tweet such
Team follow back, is it?
No.
You follow me, I'll follow you.
If you look at the quality that I tweet, I don't, there's not loads. It's just quality.
Was it tattoos, rugby, bit of music?
Yeah, but that's in my bio.
Food.
At Louie Rugby. Yeah, I quite enjoy rugby. You can, like Twitter even, you can get to connect with loads of people that you would never really get to talk to, especially like professionals, especially when you had a beer, you tell them that you're better than them and how they're doing.
You do that every night though, don't you?
Yeah, I ring him up, just tell him, Max, just a bad line.
Did you see mine? But does Massey follow you?
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, but Carlo doesn't.
He's got other things on
Can you
his
blame
mind.
him?
No, like I said, they're gold, them tweets. Yeah, Andrea follows me because he's smart, but Carlo, I think he's, because he's a forward, he's a bit...
His wife's just had a baby as well.
Yeah,
he's chucking nappies at her. And
Yeah, when she's not looking harsh.
They've only
No,
done
but his
so.
won't be straight.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah.
the Donnelly boys tweeters.
Yeah, I'll probably do it more than you.
Yeah,
don't I?
yeah. I don't really know what to put half the time. I just retweet Staines stuff really, and
Exciting.
yeah,
The
I get really
Staines
excited.
is pretty good, isn't it?
Baby just
Yeah.
had a poo.
Yeah,
Just
no,
cleaned up
I'm not,
sink.
I'm not one of them. Like, it's not like you go on Facebook and you've got some people.
Tweet
that-
what you eat and all that.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag.
Eat clean, train dirty, and all that stuff. Whatever it is, no, I'm not into that. But it's a good way of keeping in contact with people that you don't see all the time as well, and you can.
And you get 140 characters though to mug them off, which is a bit short.
I've only got 150 followers, I think. So
No, but they're quality. Don't go for quality like me. You go for pure quality there.
yeah,
And they're real.
and they're real.
Yeah.
I didn't buy any of them.
200 of those are just my accounts that I've made. All just different pictures of me.
The different phases, the long hair, the
yeah,
short
long
hair.
hair, short hair.
It's just cousins and brothers, isn't it?
Talking of family, how is the old man?
Yeah, he's good. He's going to get down and watch a few more games. It's nice.
He'll look forward to seeing Brett, won't he?
Yeah, but you see the boys when we're playing and stuff, and you look and see some of the old faces starting to trickle back on the sideline. That's when the club was 10 years ago when I first started playing for the first team. You had just like a nucleus of die-hard fans. Hopefully the way we're playing and the way the club's going, we're going to try and get them back and see if we can get a few more supporters back.
A local club for local rugby boys.
Local rugby
Have
club
the
for
local people come down and watch
Yeah,
it.
free entry.
Well, we are the most sociable club in London, so we just want to prove that to anyone who wants to come down for a drink.
But even like my dad and Gordon and his mates, Gordon said it's the best he's seen it down here in years. Because there's been times where, they've been coming down here for years, whether there's a game on or not. Some weekends there'd just be them free in the bar. And he said now, when there wasn't a second team, if the ones were away, there'd be nothing going on. But now you've got the twos. If the twos are at home, there's people down there. If the ones are at home, there's people down
The
here.
vets are coming back to
Vets are
hopefully
coming
draw more
back.
people
I can't wait
down.
to see that.
Yeah.
Got a Colts side. It looked like the recruitment day at the junior section was going better.
We signed the two nephews up as well to the mini section.
Fantastic.
So
Yeah.
I've never. He's got so much energy.
And I'm sure you lads will be able to tell me, but my understanding is you talked to Bean's mum. Or try to anyway. And she tells you that Sundays down here used to be busier than Saturdays, and it'd be nice to see that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we was like mini and youth especially, you'd come down here on a Sunday and you couldn't move because you had all the age groups and then everyone would make an effort and stay down here.
We'd be down here till midnight, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
And then go to school on.
Good parents.
Still in our
Explains
kids.
the
I've got my
GCSEs.
GCSEs, I've got my GCSEs though. But yeah, Sundays used to be really, really lively. You'd have a lot of age groups down here, and then especially if the Colts and whoever was playing down here as well, at the end of all the age groups, you'd have like a big line of people watching and in the bar, and obviously because we was 18 we'd be able to drink, but if you weren't going to drink in pop and just enjoying the rugby and just enjoyed being around Staines players of all age groups.
We had the old Coke machine that used to be out there, and we used to constantly say, "Can I have 30p for a can of Coke?"
I suppose how long ago it was.
That's why it's
about
30p, about £8 for a can of Coke. now.
Twixes and all that, they all used to be 30p a go, didn't they? Bags of crisps.
Yeah.
Now it's healthy, nice healthy diet,
Yeah,
good quality
sugar.
sleep,
Yeah.
going to school in your rugby gear.
Yeah.
What an advert for rugby. But that's all changed now.
Yeah.
That's all changed.
You've got a salad machine.
It used to be quinoa and
Yeah.
all sorts of nice things. But the Lucozade machine as well,
Yeah.
Was there a Lucozade?
Yeah,
Oh
Lucozade.
yeah, it was outside, wasn't it?
just outside, yeah.
That was probably only
That's
about...
probably why we was out climbing trees till 9 o'clock.
Beating each other with sticks.
Those were the days.
Oh.
Those were the days.
Max, John Downey was down here a couple of years ago, came from Easter out the Championship down here, and he said that he was surprised at the quality of the rugby. Obviously, we dropped down a couple of levels since then. I just wondered what your thoughts were on the standard of rugby that you're playing at the moment. Obviously, it's going to be lower than before, but just how have you found the standard of rugby this season?
No, I found it more than I expected. I mean, I come down here. I knew some of the players anyway from previous years, but I was shocked on how well everyone had a system and how they were sticking to it, and everyone was knowing their roles. And I expected to come and for it to be all over the place. And
You thought you were coming down to village rugby, didn't you?
I don't know.
No, he said that to me on the phone. He said all them villagers out there.
I was speaking to Luke before I come down here, and he told me about Ty and stuff, and what philosophies and stuff he's bringing down to the club. And when I come down here, I was really impressed. I mean, from previous years, it wasn't going very well. Wasn't getting many people down here, and now we're getting 50 onwards at training and game
It's
days.
difficult to get in the second team. I think that's when you know it's going well. It's difficult to get in the second
compared
team.
to last year.
You know, if you'd been back at 3 a.m. last season, you'd have been straight in your
Yeah.
team, wouldn't you?
Could have been
Yeah.
the first team.
That's it.
Yeah,
Last
you could have
season,
been, yeah.
yes.
We didn't have this problem last year. The couple of games quite a few games last season, we played with 13 players, 12 players we went away with.
No subs.
But isn't it a great problem to have though?
It is now.
It
Well,
is.
Not for Chewy and Ty and Huggy and Pete when they got to go and select the team on
Yeah.
Tuesday night and
But
it's
it's good to have
midnight.
that competition there.
Yeah.
It's good for
It's, you know,
If we can get 3 teams out and a vet side out, that's 4 teams, and this club has about 4 teams in over 10 years?
It's got to be 10
Easily 10 years.
I think also for me, it's part of the development, isn't it? So we started off when I first came down here, we were trying to get a first team place, but we turned up, we played for the third, if there was a game or the second, we used to play for the last team would have us, and I think that's the ethos you need in the club again. You come up, you train Tuesday, get put in a team, and you play in the best team that have you, I think.
It used to be like players wouldn't, if they weren't selected for the ones, they think, well, I'm not going to bother then.
Yeah,
not
and a lot of
turn up.
guys got a bit disillusioned with, putting their guts out on the paddock and then not getting selected for the ones because there was like a click or, they just wasn't fancied, and a lot of players did get annoyed and left the club because that was what was happening. There was a set team or whatever. But now there's none of that. If you're good enough, you're playing, and if you have a stinker, then you're out, and you've got to try and get yourself back in that shirt. But yeah, competition for places is you look at every 1 to 15. There's 3 guys in the squad that can play that position.
So as we were saying, last season it was difficult getting a 2-side out, and Pete Smith did a fantastic job, held together, and a lot of people would have chucked the can in. And it's great. It must be great for him to see him so successful, really.
Yeah, I think he's finding it a bit strange, if I'm honest, because last season even he'd text us early on in the week and people would say, yeah, I'd play, and then it'd come to Friday night and when numbers
Have
were
a beer too many with your curry.
and people would pull out or just not even turn up, and if there was injuries in the ones, we'd lose players and stuff like that. And I mean, he really did work hard last season, and I think he's finding it strange, but I think he's enjoying the headache of having 20 odd players to choose from. And I mean, last season I don't think we had 20 players once, and now we've got over that. So
I think it's 20 in his squad, isn't he? I
Yeah,
bumped into him yesterday,
yeah.
and he's worried about how he's going to drop people.
Yeah.
He's never had a selection dropping before.
he looked at me and said, if you're feeling a bit rough still, I'll drop you. I said,
Don't even think about it.
I think he said they had like 27 guys on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday morning he had 27
yeah,
players.
27 guys get back to him saying they really wanted to play. So.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough, but I mean now it just proves that you've got to come training and you've got to put the work in. Otherwise, you're not just going to turn up on a Saturday with your kit bag and
have a
run around. Because I suppose it has got a lot more serious. I mean, we've been promoted 3 divisions this year from where we were last year. So
that was needed, though, wasn't it? The Crash Crusaders side. It was.
That was my first game back for 7 years, and I said to you, I said, look, I might be able to give you 20 minutes anywhere in the backs, and 20 minutes into the game, you said to me, second row. And I played the whole game. The rest of
in
the
the
game,
engine room,
second row, and I don't think we couldn't walk for about a week after, did we? And
But the main thing was you were coming down to Staines Rugby Club, enjoying your rugby, and you hung about. And I think for me, that's what's really important about that day. We got absolutely hammered. They were good. They were far too good. They had some fantastic rugby players, but the lads really, and a lot of people say that about this club. You come down here and it becomes part of you. You don't really want to leave.
No. And it's testament to the ones in years gone by, like the last couple of seasons, because with the numbers and stuff, I think sometimes they knew they were going out, and the game, most weeks they probably knew that they were going to take a good spanking, but they still turned up, they still put a shift in, and they ran people close, and a few games got away from them, but I mean, they still turned up every week and smiled at the end and had a beer.
So we moved from Pete to the current coaching setup. Obviously, Nick Huggett, Andrea Massey, and Carlo have been down here. How have you found that, Lou?
Yeah, when I can understand Carlo, he's pretty good. No, I'm joking. no, Carlo, especially me being a prop / hooker. Just his wealth.
Slash back rower.
Slash back rower.
Slash fly off.
Slash wing. Yeah, just to take on his knowledge. Obviously he's played professionally for X amount of years. He's played all over the place. He was at Racing, and he's played at Wasps and Zebra.
40 odd Italy caps, you know.
Yeah, you don't get those just for turning up, So
World Cups.
He knows his beans, He knows what he's doing. And Andrea just looks like a lunatic in our defence. I think has paid dividends to
I
it.
do question his modelling suit sometimes, though.
Yeah, a few choice ones. But when they've come down here, they've just been two normal blokes. One
of us.
Always they've got the stain stash on, and they don't have to.
Apparently, Carlo went back to Italy a couple of weeks ago, I think for an Italy training camp, and he got interviewed on their equivalent of Rugby Tonight. And apparently, all he would do is talk about Staines Rugby Club. So we're probably massive in Italy.
Because if you see when he comes down here, like he's just had a little baby girl, and we presented him with a tiny Staines shirt, and he loved that, and he looks like he.
What, should we get his hopes up now?
Yeah, it was Max's shirt. It was Max's shirt. No, but both of them, they don't have to be here. They're both professionals that have played X amount of caps for their country, let alone playing at the top level, and they come
They spend all day training, and
presumably the last thing they want to do is
listen to Max poor banter, because he just doesn't shut up.
When I was at Broncos,
in Australia we did this. I can't go to full park.
They judge on talent, mate.
Yeah, that's why they like me. But no, they seem to like it, and the boys respond to what they say.
It's good to have them down here and have their knowledge.
Top boys.
And Huggy's role, how have you found that?
Yeah, I really enjoy Huggy. And
he's happier this year as well, isn't he?
I don't know.
Well, I think to be fair to him, mate, he came down here as a fitness coach, not expecting to coach.
Exactly.
The management leaves under a cloud.
Yeah.
So we go to him, we go, mate, we need someone to coach us. He steps in, having never coached before. Obviously a very good player, played championship, played at Roslyn Park for years, never coached before. He's got no players. Every week he's phoning up. He's being physio, manager, touch judge. So it must be nice for him to actually have a few boys to coach and a bit of banter at training.
Putting his kit on when he needed to as well, a couple of times, didn't he?
Or wearing that wife beater to warm up.
Yeah, that's got to scare teams, just seeing him in that wife beater.
I actually saw a picture of him the other day when he had hair. That was hilarious.
Was it more scary or less scary?
He was playing for Roslyn Park, and
what are you doing? Googling pictures
I'll Google everyone.
of Huggy. I googled Carlo though, so I can't.
Have you seen pictures of him with hair?
Yeah. I don't know what pictures you've been looking for.
Oh, brilliant. No, we're not forgetting Chris.
Where was we? No,
Chris.
Chris Ralph.
Chris.
Yeah,
Same with him last season. He didn't have a lot to deal with, but he stuck by us. Like anyone could have easily got.
Even when we were getting absolutely battered, he'd come in at half time and he'd always make sure that our heads were high, and he'd always pick out the positives in games, and he'd let us know when we were, not playing well, but he'd always
Stuck by us.
And
always praise us at the end of the game, win or lose.
For me, it was against. For me, last year it was against. We played Hamwell last
London's
season.
most social club.
London's most social club.
We played Hamwell last season. We only had 13 players, and we just looked at each other at the start. Chris said, "Just like boys, no one expects you to do anything today. Just go out there, play for each other, have fun." And we went out with 13 players, and we won. And that was the at the end of the game, I've never had a buzz like that playing before, especially when you've played the whole game, 2 men down, 5-man scrum, especially when your 5-man scrum's dominating their scrum, and it was just, yeah, brilliant.
So Max, with a brother like that, it's no wonder you're quite quiet. You must have dominated all the screen time when you were younger. How do you feel, Tabard, this weekend?
Well, playing previous games, we started off with and we played and we performed not good enough. I feel that every week we've got better, but I still don't think that we've scratched the surface from what the team can do. I think there's still areas that we need to improve on. But as soon as we stick to the systems and everyone is doing their job, we can beat any team in the league.
Yeah, I second that.
But
I've heard that.
You're
You're going to go fourth?
on our day, mate. On our day, we'll beat anyone. But you've got to believe that. You can't go out there thinking that you're going to lose.
But there is belief out there, we're all believing.
With that said though, we thought we might come down the league and find it easy. It's not a league of much, is it? By no stretch of the imagination.
That, we got beat by HAC in the first game. That should have gone straight away. We know that we're in a dogfight. There's 4, 5, maybe even 6 teams that could win this league, and no way are we taking it for granted. We're not being cocky, but we want to win this league, and it'd be wrong for us to say that we don't. We came down, so we want to go straight back up, and that's the aim and that's the plan, and we all believe that.
And the twos, you've got Twickenham, obviously a local derby. Twickenham threes, I believe, are unbeaten.
Ooh.
It'd be tough. I mean, they've obviously been established for a number of years, Twickenham, and they've always had a pretty big player base. So it'd be tough for us as a newish group, I suppose, after a season with new players as well. But we're all pretty confident. Training's going well, and everyone knows their jobs, and so get out there on Saturday. All 20 of us put a shift in, and I'm sure we can get the result we want. Yeah.
For me, as a former player, I'd love to be out there. It just looks an exciting brand of rugby to play. It looks like it's fun, lots of options, lots of we've got lots of systems, but within that system we can make a lot of decisions. And I think for me, if you're going to come in, as we say, give up your free time, you don't want it to be chess rugby. You want to be able to play your game. I wonder what you thought on that, Max.
yeah, there's no restrictions on what players can do. We have our systems, but if it's on, it's on. We have calls that if things ain't going well or things haven't planned out how we want to, we can readjust and fit into where we need to be. I think a lot of our moves are on the game line, so all it takes is someone to arrive the exact time that ball goes, and a lot of our moves, we break lines a lot of the time.
We've run out of time. I'd like to thank the Edwards brothers and Donnelly brothers for joining us for the first episode of Staines Oval. Thanks a lot. Cheers, guys.